is Judy from Patterns for Pirates, and I'm going to sew up a pair of the fun ear options that are on the oversized sweater pattern. The ears are only on the youth pattern, but you could easily use the biggest size on the adult pattern if you wanted some fun ears. You have two pattern pieces, a front and a back, and the front will have a little triangle cut out for a dart and will be smaller than your back piece. So my back piece is this fun leopard, and my front piece is this corally color. I'm going to bring you in a little bit closer. Alright, first we're going to start with the front piece. Both my fabrics are furry, so you'll see lots of fuzz and fur flying around. I'm going to do it on my serger. You could also do this on your sewing machine. You're going to fold your front piece in half vertically, and you're going to stitch with only a 1/4 inch seam allowance on this little triangle, and it's just going to create a little dart. Okay. And I'm going to repeat on my other piece. So I'm not trimming anything off. I just want a 1/4 inch seam allowance there. I'm going to open it up, and you see what that does is kind of make the ear sit forward. So when it's on their head, it will want to stand up a little bit better than if it was just a flat piece. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put our back side and our front side right sides together. So this is the right side of my back piece. And I'm going to put my front piece right sides together. And as you can see, my front piece is much smaller than my back piece. What that's going to do is it's going to make the back piece wrap around to the front just slightly. What you're going to have to do is ease in these two sides since it's bigger. I like to start at the top point and pin it. Then I'm going to go to the two corners and do the same thing. I like to make sure I'm pinning at my 1/2 inch seam allowance here. Again, lots of fuzz. Now what I'm going to do is ease in these sides, and I'm just going to put in one more pin. There's going to be extra fabric on your back piece because it is bigger and a slightly longer, but you should be able to ease it in pretty easily. And I'm going to sew these two sides with a regular 1/2 inch seam allowance. So I am going to let the serger trim off a little bit, a 1/4 inch. Got to turn my knife on so that to happen. Go nice and slow when easing this in. I like to just go all the way off. When I'm using my serger on a sewing machine, I would stop with my needle down and pivot. But to get a crisp point for these pointy ears, I like to go ahead and go all the way off and then start again. So I get a nice sharp V. Again, on a sewing machine, you could just pivot. And on the rounded ears, you would just keep continuing all the way around. Okay, so here's what it looks like with a little dart in the middle, sewn on both sides. And now I'm going to flip it over, flip it out, right sides out. And I love to use a little bamboo what is this thingamabob called? Bamboo point turner, maybe? No, I don't think so. I'm not sure what this little doohickey is called. But it's pointed, but it's not a sharp point, so you don't have to worry about like poking through your fabric or threads. But it helps kind of get a nice sharp point. And as you can see, since the back is bigger and there's that little dart, it will help it stand up and it will wrap around the front a little bit. Super cute little ears. And then once you have these, you're just going to base them on to the hood as the instructions tell you and sew them together in there, and they should, depending on how stable your fabric is, they should stand up pretty good for you. If you choose a fabric that isn't very stable, you might want to use some little interfacing, especially on the front piece. You don't want to use interfacing on the back piece because you have to ease it in, and if you put interfacing on it, it's going to be more difficult for you to ease in. It'll still be possible, but if you're just going to interface one piece, I would suggest to do the front since it has the dart and it's the smaller piece getting eased. It will help it stand up. So far, all of mine that I've tried have been more stable, and so they stick up nice and easy for me. I hope you guys enjoy the little ears. We have pointy ears, which could be a kitty cat, a fox. Oh, I'm sure you creative people will make a ton of different things. We have bunny ears, which I know I'm going to see some baby Yodas out of, which will be super adorable. You could just shorten those little bunny ears just a little bit for a perfect little baby Yoda. And then we have round ears, which is an adorable bear. It could also be a monkey if you just move the placement a little bit. Maybe a lion. So lots of opportunities for creativity to do your favorite animal or your little one's favorite animal. I cannot wait to see everybody's. My kids have really loved the little ears. I think it's the most argued pattern that I've had of who's going to get the next one sewn up. So I hope you guys have so much fun with these little ears. Once you get that little easing in, they're nice and quick and easy to add, and everybody just loves them. So have fun with it. I cannot wait to see yours. Don't forget to share it in the group so I get to see it. Bye, guys.